Welcome, ding-a-lingers. That's right. Trey's gonna be here, but he's running a little bit behind. Chino is put him in his prayers. He's been sick for a couple of days.
But dude, you said my name and I appeared.
Yeah, I know, right? That's how it happens around here.
It's just like Joe Hendry.
But welcome to the Ding 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 podcast, everybody. Ding-a-lingers.
What up?
I mean, too bad we don't do like the press news because it's kind of like interject.
Well, hold on. First and foremost, quick shout out to our buddy on our sister podcast, Chris. I know he won't have a problem with us sharing this, thoughts and prayers and all that good stuff. But Chris did suffer what appears to be a mild heart attack today.
It wasn't a heart attack.
It wasn't a heart attack. What was it?
I got off the phone. With
thank God, dude.
Yes. It's not a heart attack. They're keeping him overnight for a couple of days to check everything, but they're saying it wasn't a heart attack, but they're going to make sure everything is in the up and up on that.
Oh my God, I'm so relieved, dude.
Yeah, when he was talking with the when the EMT got in there because the doctors when he went to the clinic, they said they put him on nitrous, aspirin, getting all that stuff. And the EMTs showed up when the EMTs put him on the meter. They're like, "Is this it?" Yeah, I mean, it's something that you want to hear. And it's like, this is what they were worried about. This is bullshit.
Okay, good.
He's okay.
I hadn't got that update yet.
That's because I called him as soon as I got off of work, and I told him to stop fucking pulling my heartstrings, or I'm gonna.
Of course, you saw my text didn't go through, right?
Yeah.
It showed up as fucking not delivered. Son of a bitch. Of course.
But
okay, so back to business. Fuck Chris then.
It got to the point to where I was like, man, maybe I should take that job up at Smith & Wesson's for taste testing their guns. But anyways, the news is an hour. I'm getting like flack back and forth with the Clash of Champions this weekend. What we have today, the people that set up the ring and get everything ready are stuck in Qatar right now because of all the missile strikes, and everything in that area is grounded. Nothing's going through right now. Because we know this weekend the president decided to drop a couple of bombs, bunker busters, and we had Newsweek, but we're a wrestling podcast, so you'll catch that on Friday on the What the Hell episode on Friday. But this weekend, Clash of Clans, hopefully it happens in Saudi Arabia. It's still to be announced. If they don't do it, and there's talks about doing it on June 5th, which is ridiculous because it's 4th of July weekend, because they already set it up for this Monday to do a double feature of SmackDown and Raw. So that's happening. That one is definitely happening. I found that one out. It's just because next Friday is the glorious day of 4th of July, the day that we decided that the British is not part of our land, so we're going to kick them out. That's what's going to happen.
Fuck those guys. Should have fought harder, bitches.
Yeah. But right now, Clash of Clans is still going.
Clash of Clans.
Our Clash
fucking nerd.
Yeah. Clash of Champions is happening in Saudi Arabia. If they don't do it in Saudi Arabia, they're going to miss out on $50 million. I found that out. But on a couple of news sources that actually are, they're not like clickbaity. They're telling you the truth. They're doing the same reporting as we're doing. We wait like a little bit, and then we'll give you the actual information. We're not going to do clickbait. I will not do clickbait stuff.
Mm-mm.
It's ridiculous. I'll tell you what we're going to talk about, and we'll talk about it. But
we'll talk about rumors, but we're not talking about straight clickbait.
Yeah, we'll tell you it's a rumor. But
or we'll make fun of Dave when he brings up clickbait.
Yeah, because
believing it.
Yeah. Wait a minute. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
We're not starting this. See, you set off my bullshit mirror.
That's called karma. You don't mess with Dave and his beliefs and his love of the game.
You set off my bullshit meter, and the world started crumbling.
Yeah. Now another thing that I was watching I had to work today and I had to work last night, so I was doing the podcast for Nerd Sports, so I wasn't able to watch full of Raw last night. So I watched the highlights. Here's something that was interesting to me on the highlights: Jay Carter and Roxy Perez. Okay, Jay Carter won. Now, when Jay Carter pinned her, you can obviously see the ref. Either she was checking to see if the shoulder was pinned, or she was putting the shoulder in the right position, so it is pinned. And it kind of looked like the latter of the two.
Yeah.
It was. I'm sorry, but that was blatantly obvious of how horrible that was.
Dude, it's happening a lot. Not just that, but like shit's happening a lot lately.
Yeah.
And like even some of the wrestlers, like it's like they're getting sloppy and not I hate to say getting sloppy because it's not the work is not sloppy, but like it's almost like they're getting too laxed in preparation. And like I understand completely, calling shit in a match.
Yeah.
But me yelling at you where it's loud enough for the camera the camera that picks up Jey Uso coming in on the third fucking level can't hear you say it. Hey, fucking Mexican Destroyer. Like, don't. Okay, and even the announcer was like, Penta calling for the Mexican Destroyer there. Like, he was caught off guard. Like, what do you say to cover that shit up? Becky's fucking terrible at just screaming what she's calling next.
Dude, no, we saw that in the the qualifying matches for Clash of Champions. Because she was like, Roxy, you're supposed to be in there.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, and this is ruining the experience and the enjoyment.
I want to see you hit it, not know it's coming up.
Yeah. I want to have my delusions. I still believe Santa Claus is real. Stop trying to destroy.
You still think that Chad Gable is not Grande Americano?
Sir, we've talked about this in full. You do not speak out of turn on that.
So you're a fucking idiot. So I heard, I think it was on CVV. They were talking about what would have been an interesting angle. Was you put Chad Gable on one side of the King of the Ring bracket, and then on the other side you have Grande Americano, and they both fight till they both make it to the finals, right?
Mm-hmm.
They would have never faced each other up to this point. Different sides of the bracket.
Yeah.
So then you get Chad Gable. Chad Gable comes out to the ring first.
Yeah.
Who the fuck comes out as Grande Americano?
Yeah.
And I would have I would have a fake wrestling tattoo on my back. I would have on the CG boots, like everything. I would find a fucking body double for that dude. I would be searching every minor league wrestling promotion there was, looking for Brad Gable. But yeah, I thought that was a very interesting take on what they could do with Gable and Americano.
That would be full on entertainment on it, honestly.
Yeah. That's if they are the same person.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, they did do it once with The Undertaker.
What are you talking about?
You don't remember the two Undertakers?
I remember it, but they weren't in like a bracket.
No, they weren't any kind of bracket or
Oh,
anything.
I thought you were talking about like for a King of the Ring tournament. Or
No.
something.
I mean, they've done it before. That's the only similarity. They had like two Undertakers. Wasn't one of them Kane though?
Dude, I don't remember.
Fake Undertaker. Who was the fake Undertaker?
Who was it?
I am Brandon Lee.
The Crow?
No, Brian Lee. Fuck.
No, Brandon Lee was the dude that played the Crow. It was Bruce Lee's son.
Yeah.
He didn't make it.
I'm trying to find out who he actually wrestled under.
Let me get back to this little glorious little screenshot. I got this from the Legends of Wrestling Facebook page. It's a screenshot of a Reddit. And this is from an hour ago before it was posted. So probably about 12 hours ago. It says, does Ric Flair keep coming to your restaurant and shitting himself? Man has shit himself like 6 times this year, drunk as fuck at bars and other restaurants. He gets thrown out of Water Street places all the time. Anybody in the service industry having to deal with this shit too? Apparently, Rick's we're dealing with Rick's total lack of bowel control. This is not a good finisher.
No, especially the last part of your life, man.
No, you can't be putting it out as fast as you're consuming it.
No.
Especially out the wrong hole.
What was it? There's another shout out that you were supposed to do too. A certain baseball team?
To these LSU Tigers.
Oh, okay.
LSU picked up the win in 2 this weekend over Coastal Carolina. The Chanticleers, not Chanticleers, but they apparently they had said something about there wasn't much that they respected or admired about LSU's game and their pitching. So with that being said, I would like to say welcome to SEC pitching, bitches.
Yeah, I know.
What's it like to face big boys who can throw 4 different pitches? Thank you. Go sit your ass in the dugout. Ended a 26-game winning streak.
Damn.
Go Tigers.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's gotta suck.
Yeah.
You have that big winning streak and you're expected to win and you just drop the ball. It's kind of like certain other teams.
They were just a bunch of young cocky kids that talk shit and then they got caught. It just happened to be my favorite team that did it. So
yeah. Well, it's one of those things that in college it happens a lot. So here's another question I've been meaning to ask you, and we'll get to the Class of Champions card. Okay. Travis is going to Jacksonville Jaguars. Okay.
Correct.
A wide receiver and a cornerback.
Right.
Now, if you had him on his on your fantasy football league.
Uh-huh.
Now, would it be double points if he played both on both sides, on offense and defense? Or
my league, I don't get individual points for defenses. The leagues I play in are only points per the actual defense.
Okay.
The only way he scores individual points is either as on offense or as a kick returner.
Okay. Yeah. Because what we were talking about yesterday was the fact that if he was, it would be double. It would basically be a cheat code if you had him. If you had him playing both wide receiver and cornerback.
Yeah.
But if he only played, say that it was a different rules to where offense and then defense has their own point spread. From what a lot of my friends up at work were playing.
Okay, yeah, there's a lot of different like rules for different leagues. Dude, there's some leagues where you even draft coaches.
Yeah. Here's the thing though that I was thinking is if he maybe played a couple of plays as wide receiver and then the rest of the game he played cornerback, which is possible.
Mm-hmm.
Then you basically got screwed, especially if he doesn't do anything in the cornerback.
Yeah, I mean, well, you're not going to get any individual points for him at all at corner. No, at least not in my league. It's just a standard PPR. You know, you only get points for the defense as a whole and their performance, whether they've got pick sixes or scoop and scores or whatever. Sacks, fumble recoveries, yada yada. Even if you were to make a pick, that those points count for the defense. They don't count for an individual on defense.
Okay, yeah, that's what a lot of people that are up in my job said. They just do the whole defense and then individual for.
Yeah, that's your standard individual for offense.
Yeah,
I would take him. I would take him as a wide receiver. I mean, if I get the opportunity, I'll probably grab him in the first round this year.
That would be interesting. But I don't know. There's a lot of people that are like, some people are saying that he's like the golden child. He can play anywhere. He's that good. But I was looking at his stats and they're decent for college, but they're not like astronomical.
I mean, they were Heisman worthy.
Well, yeah, but still.
And I really do think he was the best overall player in the country. My second choice would have been the running back from Boise State. But there again, you got to look at the defenses that he's running against.
Yeah.
Travis would make those plays on defense against any offense in the country. But your boy from Boise State, his name is slipping my mind right now, but I just don't think he does that in the SEC or anywhere east of Boise, honestly.
I still can't wait for Manning to hit. I mean, he's a damn good quarterback.
What's he got? 1 year left at UT?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he's gonna? I mean, shit, he hadn't even started yet. He's gonna start this year.
Well, no, he did. He did on a couple of games. He started.
Okay, for injuries, but so I mean, but this will be his first. This is his first full year as a starter.
Yes, this is going to be his first full year as a starter. He started in a lot of games, and it wasn't because of injury or anything. They just wanted to switch it around a little bit.
Okay. Well, you don't have all that this year. I think he'll settle in this year. I'm hoping he stays healthy. Obviously, for selfish reasons, I'm hoping that he doesn't do too great. Because they are in the SEC West. But
the only team, even last year, and I was so glad that a lot of Georgia players just hit that fucking portal, because they ended up like dropping out of nationals because they all went to that portal.
I'll tell you what, dude, LSU's got a good shot at winning the fucking national championship in football this year too.
I'm not gonna dog LSU. They're good players too.
I hate Brian Kelly. I hate our coach. I've hated him since the day we hired him. I don't like him on top of hating him. I don't like the way he treats our players. I don't like the way he talks to them. I don't think we should be calling for his head yet, but yeah,
once they start losing a couple of seasons, then yeah.
Baton Rouge is not going to put up with less than 10-win seasons.
Bring Coach O back.
My wife just woke up from a nap and said, "Bring Coach O back."
That's good. That's
I'm not
good.
mad at that either. But you know, that I don't like the way he talks to people. I don't like the way he treats players. You've never seen any. And look, dude, I'm a Tigers fan. Have been since I was a kid before I even lived in Louisiana. But um, you've never I've never seen coaches that treat their players like that and like almost look down at you know, it's crazy. I get a bad vibe from that dude. He doesn't seem like somebody that I would ever wanted to play for.
I've gotten a bad vibe from one person like that, well, it's a couple people, but the main one was Wayne Newton. Wayne Newton is just a total. I hate that man to death. And well, I thought it was just I thought it was just me because I had a bad vibe and everything. Then I started talking to people that worked in Las Vegas, and he would show up in their place of business, and they keep on saying it's like, no, he's trash. He's just full on trash. But anyways, classic champions, everybody.
Yeah. So I got the card pulled up here.
Yeah.
So undisputed championship. Obviously we know that's Cena and Punk.
Mm-hmm.
What are you thinking?
Well, was it you that put it up, or Chino that put it up that there was what was going to happen is Cena was going to win? Yeah,
and then Rollins was going to cash in.
Yeah. I think Ron Killings is going to come back in the fold on this one, and because he's been doing it off and on, he's going to come in, interrupt the match, and it might be just one of those DQs. But
I don't know. Now last night we found out between that awesome, just completely badass match between Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes, that Cody is moving on to face Randy Orton for the King of the Ring title. So, dude, I'm not mad at that matchup at all. I like to see Orton getting the push and staying relevant, you know, as he continues to creep up there in age. And they're finding fun shit to do with him. All the way, you know, look at Mania. The match with Joe Hendry was awesome.
Oh yeah,
everything that they do with him is cool. I think. I do think that Cody goes over in this match because I think it sets up Cody to take on Cena again.
Yeah, for the rematch. Here's the thing though, because I was looking at the where do I get that? WrestleView.com. And the main thing on that was Cody Rhodes stopping former WWE champion says he feels he is at the tail end of his run as babyface. So that could be something to look towards too, because if he's like foreshadowing right now, they're probably going to turn him into a heel.
I'll tell you what, if I was Cody Rhodes and one more goddamn person kicked out of the code breaker, I'd turn heel on every motherfucker in that stadium. Yeah. Dude, god damn, they disrespect that dude's finishes. It's why even name it? Like, that shouldn't even be a named move anymore. The code breaker. It should just be +1 for damage. Yeah. You know, like fucking, it's not even, it has no effect.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It just, I would put that one to bed for a while until people kind of forgot about it, and then bring it back up, because that dude, the code breaker is just, there's no flash, there's nothing to it anymore.
Yeah.
Everybody's kicking out.
Yeah. It's getting ridiculous to see that a lot of people are like kicking out of the finishing moves now. They're not. I mean, how many times do you see like them have to do like their finishing move like 15 times? Back in the old days, as soon as they did the finishing move, it was so rare.
You got kicked out on a pay-per-view. You know,
Yeah.
like somebody kicked out of the fucking tombstone or something, and you were like, "Oh my god, this what the fuck just happened?" Or you know, fuck it, spear, jackhammer, 1, 2, 3. Like
Yeah.
you knew that's how it went. Like you were done when if the other guy hit his finisher first, you were fucked. Unless
Yeah.
it was a pay-per-view, and then cool shit happened.
Yeah.
You know,
It's getting to the point nowadays. It's like I know they want the drama in there, but there's a different way to actually create that drama.
yeah.
And like I mean, you can still use the always do that, which is it just gets me. Now the Queen of the Ring, Ahsoka and Jay Cardigan.
Asuka. Don't even think about the U. It's just ASKA, Asuka.
Asuka. Okay.
There you go.
So Asuka, and thank you for helping me out with that one. My dyslexia.
I got you.
Much. I don't think Asuka's gonna win this one.
Oh, I think she does.
I think Jade Cardigan's gonna win it.
Dude, I could see either one of them, and either one of them would be great. But with Asuka just coming back, I think she's going to get that push.
I can't really say anything because Becky Lynch came in and she got the title like right off the back for the international. So but I'm really hoping Jade Cardigan. Next is the United States champion with Jay Fatu and Solo Sikoa.
That's interesting, dude.
I'm going Fatu.
I'm going Fatu on that one as well. That's who I want to win. I don't, as far as who I see him putting over, I don't see him putting a belt on Solo right now. Yeah,
this is one of those drama matches, honestly.
Yeah, I think he retains. And then the last match, or we don't know which one's going to be. I'm guessing it's going to be Cena and Punk for the main event. That only makes sense. But the last match on the card is the IC between Dirty Dom and AJ Styles.
Not happening.
Not happening.
Not happening. The singles match.
Do tell.
Something happened with Dom.
Was he hurt?
Let me see here. I did all I could see because I was looking at the card. Because the next match is Sami Zayn and Killian Cross.
Karrion Kross. Okay, cool. All right. Thanks a lot, Forbes. You fuckers. That's not updated. Since when did a financial magazine start giving a shit about wrestling cards? I guess they don't. That's why they didn't get it right.
Yeah, WWE pulls. Let me see. This is Wrestling Inc. WWE pulls men's IC title match from Night of Champions due to Dominic. He got injured.
Okay.
Dominic Mysterio injury. Let me go further on this. Dominic schedule. Blah blah blah. Mysterio and Styles were due to meet in the ring for the title match, which had itself this suspect of speculation given the ongoing tension in the Middle East. But General Manager Adam Pearce broke the news to Styles in a backstage segment during WWE Raw that Mysterio was injured, and as a result, their title defense was postponed. Styles pushed back on the news, accusing Mysterio of ducking him, which it could be happening, but Mysterio himself appeared to be later segment alongside Judgment Day with Finn Balor telling him to focus on healing so he can deal with Styles. Mysterio said he's missed Liv Morgan, who himself suffering legitimate shoulder injury. Yeah, it's looking like it's just a playoff.
Okay. Well, I'm not mad at the Sami Zayn matchup.
Oh no,
Um,
no. I just
And
they
then
haven't used Cross for that much.
no, like, and everybody is screaming for him to get a push. So this is awesome, dude. This is what the WWE universe wants. So
I mean,
and
not a
Dude, Sammy can put on a show too. So I'm sure it's
Yeah.
going to be a great match.
This is what Night of Champions happened. I mean, well, the last time something like that happened, Night of Champions, or it used to be, it was called King of the Ring, and that's what it is. It's going to be a King of the Ring tournament. Last time something like this happened and someone got a big push, we got the Attitude Era. So I'm for it.
Austin 316 says, "I just whipped your ass."
Hell yeah. The last part of the thing is I'm calling the singles match and the street fight a filler match. But Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez. It's I'm gonna go with mommy on this one.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Just because she's the face. You know, street fight, Raquel could be dangerous, and then obviously it's no DQ. So
It's gonna be it's gonna be interesting matchup.
Judgment Day is going to interfere.
Yeah.
I
mean, it is a street fight, and we already had Perez interfere with Rhea Ripley and Raquel.
Yeah, and then
that's nice.
Who was old girl that Ripley helped last week? I forget who it was, but so I'm sure that. Yeah.
All right, let me.
But so I'm sure there'll be interference from a bunch of people. I'm interested to see the ladies street fight though, since we both started watching again. I haven't watched any women's street fights, so I don't know if that's I don't know if I'm sure it has been done, but I haven't watched any, so I'm interested to see that one.
Oh, speaking of this weekend, wait a minute, no, that's SummerSlam with Gunther and Goldberg, right?
Yeah, no, that's Saturday Night Main Event.
Oh yeah. But
did you see the segment with Goldberg?
Yeah,
that was so fucking cheese dick, dude.
Yeah,
Goldberg's a terrible fucking actor. He's a worse actor than he is a wrestler, and that's hard. That's fucking hard to do.
Yeah. But if you were looking at a lot of stuff for this weekend, what happened with this weekend was the Fantastic or fan. Well, it was a Comic-Con for fans.
The Fanatics Fest or whatever.
Yeah. That was pretty. It was entertaining. There was one segment though. There was one part that happened, and a lot of people that caught my eye on was CM Punk and Seth Rollins. They were having a yelling match and everything. But yeah, another thing that happened, I seen this, is Rhea Ripley was throwing footballs at this it's like a test thing, see how far you can throw, and she was tossing it, and someone at clip, it was like, oh, she's gonna go, she's gonna play quarterback for the New Orleans Saints.
Hey, we need somebody, dude.
Yeah, you definitely do.
And hey, at least we know that bitch is tough.
Yeah,
tougher than that fuckhole we just gave, I don't know, $250 million to or whatever. Fucking car. And my wife loves that dude. I fucking hate him.
I mean, your wife can make bad choices, but not really bad.
Duh. Hello.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, like I ordered her a car jersey, and I'm glad it doesn't fit.
It does. It's just embarrassing to wear.
Oh, now you're embarrassed to wear it? It's about fucking
Well, they're a bunch
time.
of bullies when we go watch the game.
even Saints fans bully her when she wears that jersey. We go we go to a Saints bar here in San Antonio at the Evil Olive, and
Yeah.
we go watch the Saints games over there. And yeah, even some of the Saints fans that are like from Lafayette, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, and those areas, they, like they're talking shit to her, like, "Oh, honey, why you got that jersey?" Baby, you couldn't have got a different one, baby. How about a Camaro?
We all make we
Camera.
we all make bad life choices.
Yeah.
Even, I mean, I had to dump a chick because she thought Jar Jar Binks was a good character. So
I
I
try not to associate with anybody that likes Star Wars, but
mean, good luck.
it's a work in progress.
Yeah. Now saying that, we're still on the I mean, we're gonna do it this Saturday. It's gonna be at 7 o'clock on X for the Nine of Champions. It's gonna be at 7 o'clock. I don't know when it actually is gonna air. What time frame does it actually air at, though? Because it's quality time.
Oof, I don't know.
Let me hold on. Let me do it this way. It's probably the easiest way to do it. I'm gonna check the time frame on Peacock.
Let's see. For fans in the US,
It's usually 6 o'clock.
let me see.
Oh, this is small. I don't.
Main card begins at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, so we'll just watch it when I get off of work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be here for that one. I'm gonna be in Louisiana with the kiddos.
Okay.
So that'll be just you and
yeah.
Chino this weekend.
Yeah, hopefully Chino can make it. If he can't, we'll just do it on a different day. We're just scrub it. It's no big deal.
Yeah, the PLEs, man, that's those are touch and go for me. The Tuesdays, I try to be here as much as possible. So but I'm glad you're always here to hold it down at least.
Oh yeah, I have no life.
We're gonna set it up, me and Chino, to where you just have to get up here and run one by yourself. We're gonna watch you just sit up here, and we're gonna just film ourselves. Just join the chat. Like, look what Dave's doing.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Nah, man, we wouldn't take you like that.
I think I've only had to do that once on ours. I for the Psychos and Sociopath, I ended up just having to do it on my own. Luckily, I got somebody for what the hell. It's the reason why I do that, and I scrub the Psychos and Sociopaths. This is just extra. I like doing it. I like hanging out with you and Chino. So
yeah,
and I like. Okay, hold on. We got some. So good to be here a couple of days. They want to do days. Stress test me good. Everything else looking okay. And my chest pains actually feels a lot better, but I'd rather stay and make sure. Okay. Fight the urge to tell them to follow the doctor's orders. God. Oh God. Oh God.
All right. Well,
So that's the update for our sister channel, Angry Me Production. Host, friend, lover of mountains. Yeah. One other note on one of your friends, Kavanaugh.
Kavanaugh,
Fuck, I can't remember
the
his name.
Supreme Court Justice,
No.
Brett Kavanaugh. I love that guy.
Do with the sign up at
Governor.
Garvinoff. Thank you.
Yeah, disgusting Justin.
Discussing Justin. I mean, he was on Drinking Balls this weekend.
Was
this
he?
Week. Yeah, he's supposed to be on it today.
Yeah, so he did a Gary Faust had released a Street Gonzo clip with him where he was interviewing him about it. That was pretty solid. I think I shared that one. The shit, I can't even say anything about that. There's a show coming up that hadn't been announced yet, so I'm definitely not gonna step on any toes, but especially because he could jump up and kick me in the face. But yeah,
Just
dude,
make
his stand ups, he's killing it, dude. He's people are coming out and word's spreading about him, and it's awesome.
Yeah, that's good. We got to have him on the show at least once.
I think we could probably work that out.
Okay. Because he seems like a pretty cool dude. I haven't met him yet. That's
he's cool. You'll have to go. You'll have to go down to Dallas and see him when he's up there doing shows like with Davey Jackson and that crew.
What up, the Hyena?
They do Hyenas. They do what's the one in Addison?
God, can't tell me. Because because when I was doing open
they do
mics,
a couple different clubs up in DFW.
Yeah, the one that all the guys that I was doing open mic with, they were talking about doing Hyenas all the time.
Okay. Yeah. Dude, there's a bunch of clubs up there that they do different, like they'll book, maybe 2 sets at one place and then do 1 set at another, and they'll just make the circles running around.
Well, that's the way that it's down on 6th Street now.
Mm-hmm.
From what Joe Rogan was talking about, is he said the whole area now, because the people that work for him are usually stand-up comedians, and he gives them time to do open mics or whatnot around that area. I mean, Red Band's like right down the road too.
Yeah, I've been to both of those clubs. There's several clubs on 6th Street. There's like I think 3 or 4 more comedy clubs, but Rogan and Red Band are about 2 blocks apart, maybe a little further. Dude, the Mothership is fucking amazing. Did you see the clips from when Oliver Anthony played the Mothership the other night?
No, I didn't see that yet.
As soon as we end this podcast, you need to go look that up. It was amazing. His new single about
we played the song. Woman. Yeah, we played the song on X, man. And,
what a song. But yeah, Rogan had him on the podcast and then let him I think they recorded a live record, if I remember right, from the at the Mothership. So that'll be pretty awesome for him. Yeah, his ex-wife was trying to drag him through the coals, huh?
Yeah, stuff like that. It pisses me off because
not only is she trying to take half of what she, what he earned while they were together, which if you don't have a prenup, it is what it is. Been there, done that.
It's also depending where you live at.
Well, in the great state of Louisiana, I got. So, but so he didn't have a prenup. He lost half of what he had earned up to that point. Okay, I get it. The shit happens. But now this greedy bitch is trying to go after his future earnings and income. She wants
Yeah.
half of what he makes in the future. Go fuck yourself. You want to get off this gravy train? That gravy train just dried up. Take your half of whatever we got right now and get fucked.
Yeah, because all he has to do is like, okay, if you want to play that way, I'm not doing my job anymore.
Oh, I retired. Later.
Yeah.
And he said that himself. He said, dude, he said the first song made me enough. I'm good for 8 or 9 years at least. He said, I probably got a decade out of that money. So
Yeah.
he said, I'm good.
Yeah.
So I'm
But-
good for a while.
Another thing that Joe Rogan said with not the episode with Bernie Sanders that was dropped today, it was the one yesterday, as he's thinking about doing like a franchise with the mothership, putting in different, not like franchise, but like
Yeah, like a Mothership Nashville and Mothership New York City, shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mothership Chicago. That would be awesome. If he's got to have the people that he trusts, and I'm sure, like I'm gonna tell Joe Rogan how to run his fucking business, right? But
well,
I
mean, he doesn't know how to run his business.
that's something that he's gonna play close, and he's gonna put people that have ran the Comedy Store and like shit like that have ran the mothership.
Well, you can still have people that run comedy stores, but they have like a headliner that's really, really good. I mean, look, you can have Jerry Springer has his own comedy club.
Mhm.
That's the only place that he plays at now. I mean, but look at it this way. He's worth $1 billion. He doesn't need the money anymore.
Yeah. Same thing with Joe. I'm just saying the places he opens, I don't think it's going to be like, oh, they're going to just hire some GM dude from, LinkedIn or whatever. I think it'll be somebody that comes from like LA or somebody that comes from Austin that's ran one of those clubs before.
Yeah. The only thing that he would need to do is cookie cutter that theater. Like
I don't think
make it the same design each one. Because if you do that, the reason why I say that is because all the mothership, from what I've been told, I have to go to it just to get the full understanding of it and everything.
Oh, I've literally sat front row center mic.
The acoustics in that place is supposed to be spectacular, so you can actually feel the laughter coming in, and the rooms are supposed to be like even Louis C.K. helped design it.
It's almost like they're not, like, obviously they're holding a microphone, but it's almost like the sound's not being amplified through anything electronic. It's just like I don't know, Jesus standing up on the rock and the thousands being able to hear him. It sounds that perfect. It sounds great in there.
Yeah. There's ways to do it. I mean, look at it. Sound manipulations like the Sydney Opera House. That is designed to where a person that can speak, and they do it a lot. They don't do it a lot of the times. They don't do it with like speakers, but you can hear everything, and they don't even have like speakers or whatnot half the time. Yeah. So,
it's crazy, but it really is cool. As far as the set, like, I thought you were talking about like the stage setup and the way that it's presented. Like with the half circle and all the alien symbols, which I don't disagree. I think they could do them the exact same, but that's when you would have to add like one of those signage things in the back, like where you see the Laugh Factory or like Chicago or whatever. Then at that point you would have to be like the Mothership Dallas or
you have like a Nashville flair to it or a New York flair to it, just a little some things in there that is show you're in this area, so what you're getting it from.
Oh, that would be awesome, and I hope he does it. I'm lucky that Austin's an hour and a half up the road, if that. So if Vanessa and I wanted to pop off, pop out of work at 5 o'clock one day and go up to Austin, we could literally catch a show by 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Oh,
We did it. We did it for Dan Cummins.
That's like this Wednesday. And that's another person I want to meet is Dan Cummings.
Oh, he's awesome, dude.
It's like this weekend I'm going into Shields and Cabela's down in Fort Worth, Dallas area. I mean, we're just picking up ammo and everything, but it's not even a day trip. Last time me and my dad did that, we got done. We could have headed home by noon.
Oh yeah, Austin's close enough that if we were big enough snobs, we could drive for brunch. If that puts it in perspective.
Yeah, go to Lonesome Dove.
But no, it's cool. We have a blast. Dan Cummins, we went to see him live there. That was actually the first comedy show I ever went to. And that was amazing. It wasn't on 6th. I think that was at whatever that club is in like around the Domain. But and then I actually got to meet Dan before that. He was a guest on the Black Rifle Coffee podcast when I was producing it.
Oh, okay.
And so he actually got tattooed in studio live by Will XX. While
I think Matt, I remember that episode.
Yeah, that was while Matt and Logan were sitting there talking to him, and he's in the chair, and Will was hitting him with that. I had never seen one before, dude. It was like a fucking silent tattoo gun. Just sitting there like, yeah, while I'm sitting there getting ready to produce this episode, I'm like, fuck, that tattoo gun's gonna be loud as shit. The boys are gonna be talking, you're just gonna hear but no, dude, it was quiet. It was just a little hum. But yeah, so he had this like outline of Idaho on the inside of his wrist.
Yeah.
And Will did like a wolf head over kind of halfway over the outline of Idaho. And then like so the part of the state line I think that he covered with the wolf head, he ended up re-outlining in white. And then the rest of the state outline was in black. And then the wolf head was like I think black and white. It was a badass tattoo. So
yeah. I got a couple of tattoos I need to get redone because I ended up as like my first 2 tattoos, they were done by artists that they would take your money, but they wouldn't give you what you wanted. It wasn't until like my Mandalorian tattoo. It's all green. I didn't want a black outline on it because I wanted it to be just full on. And the artist was, he did put a gun to my face. Well, I went up there very late and it was the last part of the day. And I knocked on his door. It's like, hey, can I get this tattooed or do I have to come in the morning? He's like, I'll do it right now. I got nothing else better to do. But he was like, hey, can I do like whatever on this? I was like, I just want the tattoo. I was like, well, I was thinking some battle damage. I was like, I like what you're thinking, sir. and then it just ended up I used him as a tattooed artist and he puts his own little flair on it and I get it for a cheaper price as long as I let him do his artistic.
Okay.
And it's nothing like, I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna make a big penis. You're gonna have to deal with it. He goes in and he's like, hey, it's gonna take a little bit more of a minute here because I gotta put a little bit of white on this. And I just wanted something black and white, just black, just total black on it. And he's like, he made it a little bit better and it just looks fucking fantastic.
That's for shading and highlighting, probably. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it.
Oh God, it made like the world of distance. It's this one right here, the Superman tattoo.
Okay,
I mean, it has a lot of outline on it and everything. I mean, it pops out, and I literally paid only like $300 for it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Not bad. Yeah, dude, I haven't gotten a new tattoo since they were going for $100 an hour.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Over 10 years. Well, no, right at 10 years.
I don't know. Here around here, if you found a good tattooed artist, it's cheap and it doesn't cost you that much, and they want to show more of their artwork. They're more artsy.
Yeah.
There's one in Lot. There's a guy in Lawton. He runs a comedy place and a tattoo parlor, and he's grade A tattoo artist.
My wife's
No.
got a guy that she goes to here in San Antonio. Her whole family has been done by this guy, a dude named Kep Foe at Flesh Electric. And my wife's got like a 3/4. Well, it's supposed to be 3/4. It's more like a 7/8 sleeve. So it's 7/8 sleeve on the inside and it's 3/4 on the outside, right? But it's like a sleeve of roses. And dude, it's when I first saw it, the thing I loved about it, there's no hard lines in the tattoo at all.
Oh yeah,
It's just it looks like a photograph of flowers, and
Dude,
you know the water droplets on the leaves and or on the petals, and it's really
Dude,
neat.
people that do those are just amazing.
But even like with her, she went in with this idea for that sleeve, and you know, Kep was looking at it and he's like, all right, yeah, that's cool. Like, but we need to did he fill in the background or change the background color?
He changed it because he said that the integrity, if I didn't get, he's like, I get the no lines, like that's a cool thing right now, but if you don't keep up with the integrity of the outside line, it's not gonna look good in a few years.
Yeah. So basically she had to have the dark background, which was like a like shades of purple and blue and pink and stuff. That fills in, but it's not. It fills in the background, but it still doesn't make a hard outline on the flowers.
Okay.
So, like I said, it's got like a really photograph looking.
It blends in.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I mean, I don't know. It's weird. There's no hard lines. It's still clear pictures though. It's cool. You'll see.
Send me a picture of it after we get done, because we're about to
wrap this up anyway. But yeah, no, he's done work on her entire family, and if I do end up going to somebody here in San Antonio, I'll probably be the dude I go to as well.
Yeah.
But fucking tattoos on a wrestling podcast. What else? We did some politics. We did some Iran. We did some baseball. What else did we do?
Wrestling.
We did do some wrestling.
We did do some wrestling.
Just a bunch of jack-offs of all trades over here.
Yeah. This is what I really like. Is just having a good chat.
Shit shooting.
But Trey, since I introduced us, you get us the outro.
All right, you ding dongs. We're out of here. You guys have a great week. From Madcap Dave, this is Trainwreck Trey. Chino will be back from cancer treatment next week. Best wishes to him. Have a great week. Thank you for tuning in to the Ding 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 podcast. Good night.
Honestly, I think it was he had a prostate exam and wanted a second date.
Second opinion.
No, second date.
Get us out of here. Fuck.